Welcome into Free Agent Primers. Lisa Matthews, Kyle Odegard here with you today talking all about the cornerback position. Now, the Cardinals wasted no time this offseason to finally fill that #2 spot opposite of Patrick Peterson, signing Robert Alfred to a 3-year deal. Now, for once, we will not be talking about who will be opposite of Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, it seems like it's definitely an annual deal, trying to figure out who it is. Steve Keim struck quickly. Robert Alfred's coming off of a poor season, but they talked about his ankle injury, and defensive coordinator Vance Joseph was saying we wanted to judge him on his entire body of work, not just one season, and they've been impressed with what he's done in his whole career. You got Patrick, you know he's an all-pro level cornerback on one side. If you can nail down that other side, it makes the entire defense better.
Now looking at the entire position, there are no free agents scheduled coming up in free agency, but it seems likely with this defense switching back to a 3-4, but being mostly a nickel, that they'll be looking for that slot corner.
Right, and Budda Baker played that a lot last year, but Vance Joseph was saying maybe he'll go back to more of a traditional safety role. That stuff's fluid. If you think Budda Baker is the best option, you can keep him in the slot, but if there is a free agent that you like, you can pick him there and then move Budda Baker back to play more of the center field role. So I think it depends on who's available, what the money's like, but that would be the one option because you have Patrick and you have Robert Alfred, so the one spot would be slot corner if you need somebody.
All right, lots more to come as free agency opens up March 13th. Welcome into Free Agent Primers. Lisa Matthews, Kyle Odegard here with you. Every day we'll break down a different position group heading in to the frenzy we like to call free agency. First up, safety. Now, the need at this position is pretty low. The lone free agent is Trey Boston. He put together a pretty solid season, but with the addition of DJ Swearinger late last season, how can this kind of hinder his return here to the Valley?
Yeah, he was obviously one of the 3 safeties that played a lot last year with Budda Baker and Antoine Bethea. Now the fact that you bring in Swearinger, that's 4, and you use usually 3 maximum. So Trey Boston will likely, I'd assume, go into the open market and find a better deal elsewhere because the Cardinals do have good numbers at the position.
And the Cardinals do have a track record of finding these veteran guys or just guys who have experience at this position and just flourish here in the Valley.
It's cycled through a lot of different players, Tyrann Mathieu and then Swearinger and Tony Jefferson and now Budda Baker, but they always seem to find performance at the position, like you said. So, and it looks like with the talent on hand, it's going to be a good position again.
It's safe to say that this position is pretty taken care of with a veteran like Antoine Bethea, led the team high in tackles with 133. And then, of course, there's young Budda Baker and what he brings to this back end, his presence, and what is expected from this upcoming season.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He can play the deep high safety. He also went into the slot as kind of the slot cornerback role. We've seen him blitz. He's a playmaker. So Budda Baker, I don't know exactly how they're going to use him quite yet, but he's certainly going to be very involved and he's going to play full time.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Trey Boston, but stay tuned here for more as free agency hits March 13th.